Hey beauties, and welcome back to Flow for Freedom Yoga. I'm so glad that you stopped that by, and if you are new, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you haven't already hit that subscribe button, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and turn on your notifications for future videos that I will be doing. Tonight, it is all about the hips. So if you're interested in stretching these hips and relieving a little stress, come back to join me for a flow. All right, beauties, you're back for 9 hip opening poses. So we're going to first begin on the mat in a seated position. So make your way onto the ground. And no props needed unless you feel like you need props. So make sure you have all the things you need around you to customize your practice the way you see fit. All right, so finding that comfortable seated position. Sitting nice and tall, draw your belly back towards your spine and up towards your ribs to find some nice length through the spine. Now, a little tip here. Palms flipped up for receiving, palms flipped down for grounding. So again, palms flipped up for receiving, palms flipped down for grounding. So you decide what you're needing tonight. I'll have a little music in the background just to motivate us. So even with the music playing, I invite you to close your eyes. Just take a few moments here. Maybe the music is energizing to lift our spirits. This is just a great time to prepare your mind and your body and your breath for your practice. So give me a few inhales and exhales here. 2 more breaths here. Slowly coming back into the room. We want to start to hinge forward, so hinging slightly forward. Now, this is where you may want to use blocks if you choose to have blocks, or you can keep your hands on the ground, elbows lifted, and take your gaze out in front of you. But if you want to bring your forearms all the way to the ground, that's an option, and take your gaze to the ground. So taking your gaze to the ground, taking that wrinkle out the back of the neck, and breathing here. If you want to find a little movement with the music, why not? Go ahead. All right, so we are opening up our hip, finding length in our spine, getting a great twofer here. So I encourage you to have a deep inhale and long exhales. Give me 2 more breaths here, and then we'll cross the other leg in front. All right, come up onto the balls of your fingers, lift yourself up, walk your hands back, keep your belly engaged, and let's cross the other leg in front. Find the comfortable position, nice and long spine, slowly start to walk. The hands out, and then find where your palms on the ground and elbows are lifted. Gaze goes at the floor, or taking it just a little deeper, bringing your forearms to the ground or to blocks. Now to take that wrinkle out the neck, gaze at the floor or at your feet. If you want to sway to the music, that's always an option. If you want to sit in stillness, that's also an option. Just keep your breath steady and slow. Give me 2 more breaths here. And slowly lift lift up, come up onto the balls of your fingers. Engage your core as you walk the hands back. We want to stay low on the ground. You're going to bring your feet to the short edge of the mat. Your legs are straight. We're going to bring the right leg over the left. So your right leg is crossed over to the side on the outside of that left leg. And I'm going to just turn where you can see me. This left foot is flexed. Lift and lengthen to the spine. And then slowly on the exhale, start to twist. Maybe not the deepest twist, but a nice twist. Now wrap that left hand around the right leg. And maybe using this leg as leverage if you choose to twist a little deeper, but that's not the end game. But like I said, we're not going for the deepest twist, but a twist. Right hand comes right behind you. Keep that right shoulder out and open, finding an outer rotation of that shoulder. Your fingertips to the ground or the palm to the earth. Easing behind you. And we're breathing here. I really feel it on the side of the hip, the outer thigh. Keep your belly engaged. Taking 2 more breaths here. One more breath. And then release that. Shake the leg out. I'm going to turn around. I'm going to do the opposite side. So now your left leg is out long. Excuse me. Now your right leg is out long. You're going to take your left foot and cross it over your right. Lift and lengthen the spine. Right hand wraps around the left leg and slowly start to twist your body towards the long edge of the mat. That front foot, which is the right foot, is flexed. Placing the left hand behind you, again keeping an outer rotation of this left shoulder, palm on the ground or on your fingertips. And take your gaze behind you. So this is pose number 3 for us. The first one was our seated position, and then the second was going into that hinge, folding forward into that seated position. Give me 3 more breaths here. One more breath. And then slowly unwind, straighten both legs, and shake it out. All right, we're going to come into possibly a challenging pose for some. So what we're going to do, I'm going to take my left leg, and I'm going to take it behind me. So I'm on the shin and the shoelace side of my foot, and I'll turn around. You can take a look at that. So my knees are parallel. Lengthen through the spine, and then slowly walk your hands out towards that right foot. And you may not go very far, which is fine. And if this is not an option for you to bend the knee, take it out long. You're still getting a stretch either way. So you find what works for you, knee bent or the leg straight. Get in position, the exhale takes you down. Again, taking that wrinkle out the back of your neck, your gaze is down at the knee, keeping the hips squared. And breathing here. Option is to grab a hold of that foot if you choose, and that may make it just a little more challenging in the stretch, at least for me and my body it does. So I'm going to bring my hands back down, relax my shoulders. Deep inhale, long exhales. shoulders up. Lean to the right side, remove that leg up or behind and shake it out. And we'll find it on the other side. So organize yourself, keep the knees as close together as you can. Find length through the spine, and then slowly walk the hands toward the left foot, or whatever foot you have out in front of you. Noticing if one side is tighter than the other. And this side for me is a little tighter. Breathing here. Two more breaths here. Breath, and then slowly walk it up. All right, take that leg out in front of you, walk it out. All right, we're going to use a full mat here. So take your legs out, and then bring that left leg in toward the inner thigh. Your right foot is going right in the corner of the short edge of the mat. So it's right in the corner there. Spine is lifted. Start to rotate your chest towards the right knee. Lengthen and then fold. Now again, that forehead is going towards the knee. It doesn't have to touch the knee, but it's going towards the knee. And trying to keep your chest centered with that right leg. Engage the belly. Gaze at the leg or the knee. Maybe on the next exhale, you go just a tad deeper into the pose, or staying where you are is perfect. Two more breaths here before we work our way up to the other side. One more breath. Then come onto the balls of your fingers. Walk your hands back and twist your body over to the left and bow as a counter pose. And then lifting up here, exchanging the legs out. Now that right foot comes in. Nice long spine. This left foot is now facing the edge or the corner of that left side of the mat, and then slowly start to twist so you can frame that left leg, and then slowly walk the hands down, keeping your belly engaged. And this is a little bit of a twist too. You're trying to frame that foot or that leg. Gaze at the knee. Again, rocking along with the music if you choose, or finding stillness, whatever works for you. Maybe on the next exhale, you go just a little deeper into the pose, or stay right where you are. Give me two more breaths here. And then slowly walk your hands back. Find center, and then come over to the right side. Hinge forward, find that counter pose. Coming back to center. Bringing your legs together, and then making your way up to standing. All right, so now we're on our mat standing. Come into the top of your mat. You're going to find a forward fold. So bringing your feet hip width apart. Inhale, take your arms up. And then exhale, slowly start to hinge. Bending your knees, hinge forward. Take your hands down. And then take your hands behind you. Interlace your hands behind you. Bring your palms out and up towards the ceiling. As you bring your crown of your head towards the ground, chin goes in. Belly to thighs. If this is uncomfortable, just bring your knuckles up towards the ceiling versus your palm. Which is what I think I'm going to do. Now, if we bring a little weight into the balls of the feet, almost like you're going to tip over, that'll give you a nice stretch in your hamstrings. Bringing the chin a little closer towards the chest will give you a nice stretch in the back of the neck. Pose number 7. We got 2 more to go. Give me 2 more breaths here. Keep reaching your knuckles up towards the ceiling. Chin to chest. You're on the balls of the feet, reaching the sit bone up. And then slowly release that. Bring your hands to the ground, so that means your knees are bent deeply. And step right into downward facing dog. Maybe walk your dog while you're here. Now finding stillness, bend your knees, send your sit bone up towards the ceiling as you press the floor away. And then relax your heels towards the ground. Keep sitting the hips up as you reach the heels down. Now another great tip here is bringing your armpits towards your heart. So if you rotate your armpits towards your heart, you'll really feel a nice stretch in your shoulder blades. Creating beautiful butterfly with the shoulder blades, spreading your wings. And now your gaze is between your legs. Breathe in here. Keep sitting those sit bones up towards the ceiling. 3 more breaths. One more. And on your next exhale, bend your knees, look forward, lunge your right foot in between your hands, and make your way into Warrior 2. So then you're going to drop the back heel onto the ground. The back foot is now parallel. Come up to standing. The front of your body is facing the long edge of your mat. I'm in position now. This is our Warrior 2. So this is truly a hip opener. We did a lot of those stretches just to get us here in that Warrior 2. So I'm going to continue to build from the ground up. So like I said, that back foot is parallel to the mat. This front knee has a bend in it, a nice deep bend at a 90-degree angle. And it's also tracking towards the 3rd or 4th toe. The front of your body is facing the long edge of your mat. Open your arms. Now with the shoulders, you're going to take your left shoulder blade in towards your spine, your right shoulder blade away from your spine. Now take your gaze to the front of your room. You're in your Warrior 2. We are warriors, not warriors. We'll find a static movement here. Give me one more breath here. Inhale straight to that front leg. Parallel the back foot. Bring the hands to touch right at the center. Pivot the left foot where the toes are facing the short edge of the mat. And work our way into Warrior 2 on this side. So again, the back foot is parallel now, this right foot. 90-degree angle with the front leg. That means that that knee is also tracking towards the third or fourth toe. Front of the body is facing the long edge of the mat. Arms are out. We're now taking that right shoulder blade in towards the spine, left shoulder blade away from the spine, really to open up the chest and create space. And your gaze goes out in front of you and beyond. We are warriors, not warriors. There you go. Warriors, not warriors. That's it. Engage those legs. Squeeze the midline if you need to for balance. Breathing here, taking those deep inhales and slow, long exhales. Need 2 more breaths here. 1 more. Inhale, straighten the front leg. Bring your palms together up overhead, parallel the foot. Bring your hands to heart center to keep that energy going because we had the energy with our music. Hop those feet in or just heel toe. Woo! I tell you, just being warrior 2 on those 2 sides, I really feel that hip action and my legs powered up. Let's make our way to seated. But instead of crossing the legs, take your legs out in front of you. We'll just close the hips up. Inhale, reach your arms up, and then exhale, hinge forward. Placing your hands wherever they may lay, on the body, on a block, or beside you. Forehead goes toward the knees. And we're here for 4, 3, 2, onto your fingertips, lift the chest, walk your hands back. All right, yogis, those were 9. Well, this stretch included 10 stretches. We did a little stretch, a little warm up before we went into the big finale, which was our warrior 2. I hope you enjoyed that hip opening sequence. Until we meet again, yogis, be sure to hit that subscribe button and that notification bell. Turn that notification on so you can receive future notifications of videos that I will be doing. All right, until we meet again, beauties, bye for now.